Hi there, YouTube viewers. It is myself, Mike, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. I'm here to talk to you a little bit today before we go into the episode 13 about, well, episode 13. Unfortunately, you're not going to see our faces. There was a technical problem. I had no video, God knows why. And as we were already running late, I decided, you know what, let's just go with the audio and I'll give you guys the podcast version to listen to here on YouTube rather than the video of us actually streaming and playing at the time. Again, apologies, I don't know why it's not worked, but you're going to get to hear us. You're going to get a little bit of nice music in the background to add atmosphere, all those good things. And, you know, Brucey bonus, you got me here for talking to you for a couple of seconds. You got my face to look at right now. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to leave you with episode 13. Go make yourself a brew, have a biscuit. If you've got chores to do, the great thing is because all you have to do is listen, is go and do those chores while you're listening to us right now. Or in a moment. So anyway, thanks very much for coming along and enjoy episode 13. See you for episode 14 very soon. Hello and welcome back to Easy Rollers D&D. This is episode 13 of Amion, campaign number 2. Baina is back from her travels. Tell us all about it, Baina. What have you been doing?
In my real travels or is it Nopal?
No. In your real travels. Go for it. Tell us all about it.
I got my wedding dress. It is in the house, and I tried my hair, and I tried my makeup, and I booked my cake. So all set.
But you've been away from the UK.
Yes, I went to Greece.
You went to Greece?
It was really nice and sunny, yeah. And I got everything ready for the wedding.
So for UK listeners, we've had an awful lot of rain, while Bain has been enjoying an awful lot of sun. So that's been quite nice for her.
Yeah, but I brought it back, so you cannot.
Yes, you certainly have. It's been fantastic. It's been fantastic. Thank you very much for doing that. So we are a full complement. Everyone's here. Captain Downface, he is on a different computer at the moment, so sound maybe a little bit off. Maybe we'll I don't know. We'll try and fix that if we need to. But this is episode 13 of Campaign 2 Amion, and we're going to jump straight into the recap for episode 12. It's a longer recap because Baina wasn't here, so this is more for her benefit. So, upon returning to Orifan, the party had already here we go again. Me and getting my tongue tied. Upon returning to Orifan, and the party had already having dropped off supplies to Bear, Opal was rather tired and went back to the Forest Whisper Tavern to get some rest. Meanwhile, Brennan, Rolio, and Gottel went to hand in the reagents to Fairy Princess Preluin, who was very grateful and gave a reward of a special solve that restores HP, and if it takes you over, your hit point max would grant temporary hit points. They then went off to find Phalar and Trail. Disturbed by the news, Phalar recommended an assembly of the council to decide what to do next. They agreed this would be held later that day in the evening. Meanwhile, as they wondered what to do for the next day, they heard someone shouting for help. They seemed to be in an opening high up in a tree. One of the magical branches reached down to take them up, and they discovered a general store, owned and run by a gnome man called Tolbard. He is terrified of heights, and having been stuck up in the tree ever since he arrived there, fearful of leaving. However, he has learnt that by shouting for help, it brings people to his shop, so it works out quite nicely for him. He also seems to be a bit of a black market dealer of magical items. The party then went on for a quiet drink while they waited for the council meeting. At the Circle of Dreams, the party, minus Opal, and the council convene. They all sit around an old tree stump fashioned into a table for the meeting and a small picnic. In attendance are Brennan, Gottel, Rolio, Phalar, Elora, Trail, and Arena, along with attendant Rose working among them. After much debate and begrudgingly accepted by Phalar, it was decided the next morning the party would be transported to the Dragon Shrine to try and reach out to a powerful Archfey in the hope they may be benevolent and help offer some protection to the party and the spirits of Parfadellen. To celebrate this decision, Elora calls for the attendants to bring on the cheese and wine brought from the Porth Brie. Deciding etiquette should dedicate who goes first, the party let the elders tuck in, and as fate would have it, Elora took the first bite of cheese and washed it down with wine. She quickly started convulsing and was clearly dying. Phalar tried all kinds of restorative magics, but nothing could save her. With quick wit and reactions from Rodeo, he noted Rose flee, and so he gave chase, and after some struggle, he brought her in. The party were then placed by Phalar under a kind of house arrest at the tavern, nothing formal but to ensure they wouldn't attempt to flee and could answer questions the next day. They were suspected of foul play as the bringers of the gift, but Phalar did not truly believe they were behind this. Before leaving the circle, Gottel investigated the cheese and wine, only to discover a potent poison. It would have given anyone else a very bad stomach, but it was specifically designed to kill dragons. Hence poor Elora's passing. The next day, they were summoned back to the circle where they answered questions about who they may feel could be behind the attack on Orofan. With no answers, but only more questions, Phalar grew fearful of the repercussions this may have for the Dragon Council. Rolia remembered the letter, and so it was sent for, and they learnt of a plot involving Rose to remove Elora and insert Phalar at the head of the council. Gottel decided it was best to call for a cleric who could cast Speak with Dead, and so they did. Elora gave some insight before her final departing to her afterlife and was scheduled to be cremated later that evening. It was decided at long last Phalar would indeed ascend the seat to call the bluff of whoever made these plans. In doing so, maybe have them reveal themselves. The party should return to Porth Brie, see what events transpire there, and if anything should come to light. But first, they were to travel to Dragon Shrine to inform the dragons of Elora's passing and try to ensure that they became aware of what has happened to try and mitigate any vengeful thoughts one of the other dragons may have, and that is where We find you guys now, the full party, teleported to the Dragon Shrine in the forest of Parford Helen. You are at the Dragon Shrine. Now, for Opal's benefit, or Boehner's benefit, having not been here last time, I did describe that last time. I will re-describe it for Boehner's benefit. The shrine itself is a large marble domed structure with 3 large arches with which to enter. It has vines and ivy growing over it. Dead leaves blow across its cracked marbled floor. Inside the shrine is an altar that has several half burnt down candles, some old dried out flowers, and a bowl of water. The back wall has carvings depicting dragons engaged in some old great battle, lost to history. And I left myself a little note. What do?
Have a look around to begin with, I think.
Yeah, it's so. The way I envisioned this when I came up with this was the Dragon Shrine. All of the shrines within Porthbree that you've come across so far, it's very Gondor, Lord of the Rings, Gondor. It's very much like, I didn't want to put in churches. They're very much those domed structures, maybe a deity somewhere in there and you can make an offering. And this is no different. The Dragon Shrine is one of those old, forgotten, domed, elven type structures from Lord of the Rings, where just leaves blow across it. It's unloved, untouched.
Do they look a little bit abandoned?
They look a bit abandoned, yes. But the thing with the Dragon Shrine is, you have to remember, Alora kept it with a ward, and so that ward gave an aura around it to protect it from Parford Helen's evil spirits. And so, yes, it looks abandoned, but there's a light that shines upon it that does not emanate anywhere outside of this shrine. The rest of the forest looks like, again, sorry to quote Tolkien, but the rest of the forest looks like Fangorn Forest. But this one little beacon of light shines within it.
Is it like a magical light, or just because there is an opening?
It's because it's a ward. It's a ward of protection, and I just, it's a piece of light that shines upon it. It's my own. Wards don't do that really in 5e lore, but in Amion lore, it's producing this light that makes this a place of peace and serenity, and a place that you can feel safe.
Cool. I'm gonna go check out the altar, see if there's any instructions.
There are no instructions. There are a couple of candles and a bowl of what appears to be water on the altar.
Check the bowl out.
Absolutely, yeah, you can check the bowl out. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
13.
What was James? I didn't hear that, James. Sorry.
13.
It's a bowl of water and some candles.
Oh.
How many candles?
It's just
Is it 4?
a clutch of candles. 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. They're fairly thick around. They're like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 inch across.
Is there any O's?
O's? Is it? That's a joke I've missed. O's?
O's. You got any O's?
Oh, yeah, all right, yeah. Rollies, yeah, 2 rollies, yeah, all right.
It's the garden gate. Where the dog?
This will be lost on international listeners. I'm sorry. Go on YouTube, look up the 2 rollies. You might get it. Got the O's? Yeah, all right, yeah. No, there aren't any O's. Just a couple of candles on a bench, altar-y type thing with a bowl
Are they lit?
of water. No, they're not lit.
Try and light.
Have they at least been drinking slightly?
You can light them if you like. I will. Would you like me to remind you why you're here? You got it from the recap, but do you want a reminder?
We're to find out a fake guy. A fake.
Oh, mate. No, you're here now to reach out to the dragons.
Yes. That's what. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
The reaching out to the Fey presence or the Archfey was before Elora's death,
right?
And that was to try and help you track down the missing hunters, which Phalar had told you. Well, don't worry too much about that. We'll deal with that. You go and find. You must convince the dragons that we're under control. So you can light the candles, but if you have conflicting ideas, so if Rolio has one idea and Brennan has another idea, I'm happy for that. But I need to know who's lighting these candles and who's putting that thought out into the ether.
I didn't think it would be part of the ritual. I just wanted to light some candles.
Okay. So you went first. You were going to light some candles. What was your thought process?
My thought is, it's a bit dark in here.
It's not dark. It's actually very light. It's bathed in a pool of light. From somewhere else. Well, what was your? If you're going to light the candles, what is your thought you're projecting out into the unknown?
I guess just comfort in fire. So I'm kind of thinking that it would be more homely and more welcoming in here if there was fire around.
I asked you in the last session to voice something for me.
Yes.
I can't do it because I would have to literally free type the entire conversation because it's not the way that I anticipated this going. So I apologise. I cannot do the voice you gave him.
Okay.
You reach out across the plains, the stars, the universes, the galaxies, everything that's out there. Whether as people of Amion, you wouldn't even know this. You wouldn't be able to comprehend this. That there is much more beyond the sky at night. You wouldn't comprehend this. But the shrine itself grows darker. Even though there's daylight outside, the shrine itself grows darker. And you almost see the night sky within the dome of it itself. Remind me, what was your question?
When you ask a question.
Well, what was it? What was your feeling you put out?
Home comfort.
Home and comfort. As this darkness grows within the dome and all these night lights, a constellation comes into the ceiling. And it reaches out to you. And it reaches out to Rolio too. And a being of a completely, you can't tell if it's male or female, just of darkness forms in this shrine. You have to remember, in this shrine, the veil between planes and such is thin. And this form appears, and it's as dark as the night sky, but it's full of stars. And it appears. Hello. I don't believe you summoned me entirely or intentionally, but my name is Kanan. I have spent what feels like an eternity in the stars. I feel you seek protection, do you not?
Yes, we do. And a way to communicate with other dragons within this world.
I cannot help you of communicating with the dragons, but I sensed a connection when you come into the shrine and you reached out. There was some connection between you and the one called Pixis. I've done a great deal of learning. I was one of the Asimar. Of course the Asimar still exists, but I was an Asimar long ago when I fought a great fight against a tyrant of one of the creators called Malnoris. And, unfortunately I lost that fight. But my spirit lingered, and I've done a great deal of learning, and like I say, it seems like an eternity to me. I don't know exactly how long ago it was, but if I can help you in any way, I hear that, I've sensed that there is some great calamity between this world and this Pixis and something else at play. If there's anything I can help you, then I will do. And I believe you're after some light and truth to help you on your way.
Yeah, who was Pixis to you?
I never knew Pixis. To me, my master was Malnoris and Narfiliac to a degree, but they were creators of my world, or worlds that I presided over, and I learned a great deal about, in my passing, Malnoris's deeds with his empire. And so I wanted to learn more. And I discovered that Pixis was one such of his kin that fell to his empire. And with you reaching out, looking for answers, looking for light, I felt the call to answer you.
Okay. The only thing I've got of Pixis is the dagger, and I'll show him the dagger.
Aye, that's when a creator is destroyed, perhaps their spirit might be bound to astral objects, and I think the problem here is that Pixis was bound to an astral object known as a meteorite, a comet, that sort of thing, and perhaps that fell to your planet, and by luck, you found it.
I have a being in my dagger.
I believe that's probably the shards of Pyxis. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I've just done a bit of learning, and in my time away from material planes, and unfortunately, my time communing is waning thin. Is there anything important? I can only answer one more question.
Have,
Are you? You're also
Kraken.
seeking fragments of your dagger, aren't you, Rolio?
Yeah. Would you know if any locations of Pyxis? Can you feel any more?
Unfortunately, I cannot maintain this form for much longer, but I might be able to help you with one thing. And you see him reach. There is no form here now for everyone except for James, who knew Keenan. There is no form here that you know this to be Keenan, apart from what he's saying, because it is an androgynous form that is black as the night with stars within it, right? But he reaches within himself and he takes out a particular star, like a mote of light. When I was in my physical form, I was a priest of Pelor. Unfortunately, in the destruction of my being, the key of Pelor was destroyed. But I offer this to you, and he's holding it between his thumb and his middle finger like I am now. I'm sorry for podcast listeners, you won't get this. He's holding it between his thumb and his middle finger. This mote of light is what remains of the key of Pelor. Take it with you.
Take it.
You take it?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. It is a star of Pelor. And you can use this once. It will destroy all evil spirits around you and give you but a chance. I'm afraid that is the remaining power that I can give you from Pelor. And with that, this figure fades into nothing.
Nice.
Dan, did I do him justice?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I've got a tear in my eye from that. You remember at the end of the last campaign, I said Keenan became one with the stars, a constellation. There he was.
I wasn't expecting that.
I was going to get you to read it, but because I had to go off script with
Yeah.
things changed the last episode, I had no script. Don't tell me you're crying. Dan rubbing his eye. Okay, where did we go?
Brennan, what was you thinking about to get that figure?
Of course, because Brennan lit the candles. Yeah, so that was yeah, the connection.
I was just thinking of... Nope, not Irish. I was thinking about how it just could be a bit more homely in here, and how flames remind me of home. I wanted to light the candles, and suddenly he appeared.
think we need to do it again, but think of either the dragons on that one.
I didn't do anything particularly intentional. I just thought it and it happened.
For podcast listeners, I am grinning ear to ear because that was a fucking cool moment.
Do you have a particular thought that you think would work?
Maybe the Dragon Council, like call out for the Dragon Council while lighting the candles.
So snuff the candles and
What about
have a go at that.
Gottel
Didn't name any
or
particular-
Opal?
They didn't name any particular dragon that was particularly approachable, did they, when we were asking?
I don't think so.
That's up to you guys between you.
I can't quite remember, but that's probably because I was drinking a Guinness.
So
I
it was old Skeggy.
I will give you a hint. No, there were no particular names mentioned. It was just go there and reach out.
Or we just think of Alora.
Probably best not to think of Laura, because, we don't want to bring her back, because telling her she's dead is no good at all.
I think
But
you've already done that.
We might learn about why maybe this happened.
But we did speak to her just after she died.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
Opal was not present for that particular thing. But yeah, you did commune with the dead.
So maybe one of the currently alive dragons would be a good bet.
We could just think of. Let's going to have to think of the Council of Dragons or Friends of Alora.
I think so. Friends of Alora sounds good. Yes.
Opal,
Yes.
remember what I sent you.
Open it. You're the only one that can actually light the candles on. Venom.
I can light.
Anyone can light the candles. Just start. You've got a tinderbox. You can light a fire and light the candles.
But nobody can do it with style.
Oh, he's gone back to
Get
Irish
butchered.
again now.
I have, haven't I? For God's sake.
He's turned back into.
It took me like 3 sessions to get out of it.
That's all right. I will go into German to make up for it. We have a balance overall, it's fine.
Oh my god.
Poor podcast listeners.
Now, I must admit.
Do you mean that
was
what
it?
we need-
Volt isn't. Volt was back.
Mike, do you mean that what we need to say to make aware the other dragon?
No. What I said to you about not all endings are endings.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. That we might have something more.
Well, that's for you to explore.
Yeah.
In character and in game.
The thing is, she wants to do an offer to the shrine, just because Opal is really sad because she really liked Elora, and the last thing you told me. Do you want me to say the last thing you told me?
Go on. What was that? Go on.
I said when I said that Opal was sad about Elora's death. You said
Yes.
to me that you never know, she might come back.
Yes. That's right. Yes.
So
That's
this is what I mean. Yeah, this is what
I
mean,
was
but
trying to
excuse
do it
me.
in a way that it didn't make sense to the others, so that it was still between me and you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. This is what I'm trying to say. That it is. I know that about
Okay.
the candles, but yeah.
Well, we've kind of given the game away. not all deaths are endings.
Yes.
There is still a way to bring people back, especially in D&D. There's still a way to
Yeah,
bring
there
people
is
back.
yeah, of course.
So, for Opal, you might know that.
So, to be honest, I don't think if Opal will know that, because so strictly metagaming, she's not a cleric.
No, you're not. But I think
So I'm
you've
not
been around
quite.
long enough that you would know about
Oh, I see what you mean. I'm so sorry. Yes, I see what you mean. That
resurrections,
I have seen resurrections before.
but also being a vampire, you know that there are ways to bring people back, and it's not necessarily the holy way of doing it.
Yeah, but I don't think she wants. She would like to.
Well, that's down to you as a player. I'm not going to
Yeah,
influence you that way. That's
yeah.
down to you.
But yeah, resurrections, yes. But I don't know if there is someone so powerful that can resurrect the whole dragon.
God, imagine that, a vampiric dragon. Fuck.
It can be my pet.
But you are still at the shrine. We've had one interaction.
Opal, when has anybody else seen what is happening, or is it all in their two minds?
What do you mean?
So the whole scene that we are
The
playing,
canon scene. Yeah.
yeah, the Kenan
No,
coming back.
that is in front of you.
So we all see it.
You all see that. Yeah, that's no secret. You all see it.
That's fine. I wasn't sure if it was in their mind.
No.
Seeing,
That wasn't exclusively for Brennan,
That's
because
fine.
Brennan had no idea who Keenan was. There was just enough of an elemental connection
That's fine.
across the planes.
Because for Opal, what she would like to do, so she's, of course, I'm waiting for Kenan to speak and everything, and then she would like to make an offer to the shrine, because Elona, she's sad that Elona is gone, because she's a unique creature.
Elora, not
And
Elana.
Elora, I'm sorry. Elora, and because she's a unique creature, she's pure power. She used to be pure power, and dragons are sacred for.
Of course.
And
What
so
offering would
let
you
me
make
see
to the shrine?
my inventory.
So you have some candles. You've got a bowl of liquid. What would you do as Opal?
So, oh, okay.
What?
I just remembered something. So.
What have you remembered? Something to remember.
So I would like. So I've got it's kind of a symbol. I've got like some holy water that I would like to offer, and also I've got a trinket that it beats like a heart.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is like my horror trinket. This is
Mhm.
what I have, but I would like to place it to the shrine and pour the holy water into the bowl and light the fire, like the candles. And I'd like to leave the stuff on also the stuff that I've got, because I cannot use it.
Yeah, the one you found from the
Yeah,
Forgotten
and
Tomb. Yeah.
because a very peculiar one, and I think its place is better in the shrine.
Yeah. You place the staff.
Mm-hmm.
You pour off. You light the candles.
Yeah.
You pour off this holy water. and it just sizzles in the bowl. Remembering this is a place where the plains connect and is very thin. And it smokes. And the water turns to blood and begins to coalesce into the form of some humanoid being. And what you're left with, forming out of it, and standing or stepping out of this shroud of steam and smoke, and standing before you and slumping on this altar is a horned devil. Well, well, well. Opal, Ivy, we meet at last. Do you,
Do I recognize?
do you
I
recognize
recognize
me? I was the one you freed from that dreadful staff. I was stuck in there since, well, trapped in there when Enoch tragically died. You were, well, so kind to free me and return me to my master.
So, you owe me a favor.
Oh, you a favor? I'm afraid not, my dear.
Why is
I'm
that?
afraid I owe you absolutely nothing. However,
Who are you?
it is my understanding, my master's understanding, you need something. And I have been granted permission to give it to you. But my master demands something in return. If you are willing to discuss terms, I will absolutely discuss terms with you. If you're not willing to do so, then we will catch up later down the road. I'm absolutely sure of that. But in a way, releasing me from that staff, I am, in one way or another, bound to you. Though your soul is not entirely free to bargain with, is it?
I think, first of all, you should introduce yourself because I don't like to talk to strangers.
Oh, so
you know
sorry.
my name.
So sorry. Let me introduce myself. My name, when I can find it. Oh, where the boggering hell have I
It's Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. My name is Michael Caine. No, I did actually. I've got a name here somewhere. Where the bloody hell was it? It's gone missing. It's a good job I can edit this, isn't it? Ah, there we are. Normally I highlight these things, I didn't in this case. My name is Holpack. And my master's name to you is entirely incomprehensible.
Try me. What does he speak?
What does he speak? Do you
No.
do you speak the language of the pits?
This is Baina. Remind me. So he is a devil, isn't he?
He is a devil.
So
Horn
what
devil.
What do they speak? Do they speak abyssal or infernal?
Well, this guy is talking common, so you can understand him.
But from my knowledge,
Well, normally, yeah, they would speak Infernal, Abyssal, and such, but he's speaking Common to you so that he can try and bargain with you.
Yeah.
But his master, I
It-
doubt
listen
you
to
have
him.
comprehension.
Try me.
Do you speak Abyssal or Infernal?
I reply in both languages.
Do you really? Fuck. Well, I
I'm a
didn't.
blood hunt.
I
I'm a
didn't.
blood hunter.
I didn't prepare for that, so I'm going to have to make a note after I've edited the podcast. His master's name is Urak Tok Tok.
What was that again?
I made that up. Urak Tok Tok.
How are we
Sounds-
spelling that?
It sounds Klingon, doesn't it?
I'm gonna
Orag,
call you Bob.
Orag, O-R-A-G, Tag, T-A-G, Tok, T-O-C-H. Orag Tak Tok is his master's name. And that is the archdevil that would basically... Fucking hate you guys put me on... I hate you guys put me on the spot.
I mean, would you like a strepsil or anything?
I think he would like a lemsip at the very least.
Righty-ho, right. I'll go and invent them.
So is
Perfect.
this in Infernal or is it in Abyssal?
So he speaks his master's name in whichever the devilish language is. Is it Infernal for
Well,
devils?
let me see. I have a.
I think it's Infernal for devils, isn't it?
I think.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't want to spend too much time worrying about it because I didn't expect you to go into this much detail, to be fair. But we can deal with that off screen and retcon it for next time. But you've got this
So
winged.
it's Abyssal.
It's Abyssal, okay. You've got this winged devil who's offering you help with something.
And I replied to him in Abyssal, and what?
You don't have to. He's talking in. Everyone here can hear this conversation.
I know, but she replies to him in Abyssal. What should I lose if I make a pact with you?
I didn't realise that Opal was Welsh.
Well, you hear her talking Abyssal.
That's right, that's why I'm saying she's Welsh.
Yeah. Which
I don't think
I mean,
our Welsh
why
soldiers
don't
will
why
like
don't
that.
you guys give a not perception
Religion?
No. Oh my god, what's the one where you're trying to determine if someone's lying?
Perception.
Inside.
Insight. Give an insight. Is she really that evil? Opal, you can do a performance in response to this. Because why should you know this language?
Because I'm a big
Don't tell me.
But I got 12, so I'm pretty.
I got 23.
16. 13.
What about Brennan?
For insight,
Mm-hmm.
give me 10 minutes.
Oh god.
To be on my phone.
Yeah, phone's bad. Beyond.
Well, while we're waiting for Brennan, why don't you tell Rodeo why you know Abyssal or Infernal?
Is he literally stopping me?
No,
While
he's not stopping,
starting-
but his insight was higher than your deception. So why would you be speaking this?
So you notice when you look at an opal and she's talking with the demon, you kind of start noticing her gear and also the trinkets she has, and that reminds you of stories you've heard about some hunters that they are chasing their way of life is chasing monsters and demons, and they're called blood hunters, and it starts kind of, if you connect the dots, that she sometimes understands some magic, and you can see the way she acts, then you can start realizing maybe she's actually a blood hunter.
I don't know what blood hunter is.
Imagine like the demon hunters at a well.
Yeah, like Van Helsing or something like that.
So
Okay.
let's go back
Let's think
to let's go back to Opal's original question. So remind me your original question.
You need to remember it. Oh yes, I said to him, what am I going to lose to you if I make a pact with you?
Oh. You will lose nothing. And he rubs this clawed, scaly finger over your chin. My darling.
I don't.
You broke up then.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
If he tries to do that, I kind of don't push your luck. You know, I make my voice harder, and the Klingon voice comes even harder. It's like, don't push your luck.
He recoils.
They're having a conversation.
Yeah, no, he's trying to be very much the domineering type, but he recoils with
He
you saying
cannot.
it. He recoils and he goes, yes, I can see that you are a very powerful young lady. But what do I offer in return? Or what do I ask for, you asked. So just my master, who has been stuck in the pits of the 9 hells for, well, an eternity. He wishes once more to walk among the mortal folk.
Here.
Here on this plane for 1 hour. Just 1 hour is all he asks. But I don't know precisely when that hour might come.
And what is this?
You freed me. I suggested you might be a willing party to him.
Also, what do I need that much to make this agreement with you?
What do you need? Excellent question.
You have to tell me what I.
Somewhere in these woods, it is our knowledge, a missing hunting party, is it not? From the neighbouring city of the elves. But you daren't tread beyond the boundaries, do you, of this shrine? Because evil spirits linger, don't they? However, I might just have a thing to protect you from said spirits, if you wish to find them. But it doesn't come for free. Oh no. Oh no. My master wishes to inhabit a physical being for 1 hour at a time of his choosing. That is the contract laid out before you. I have a written contract if you wish to. Well, of course. Actually, if you wish to, you are contractually obliged.
Do you know how old I am?
Now let me see. And he ponders himself. Your name is Opal Ivy. You are 455 years old.
So do you get me like, do you think I'm an idiot?
I absolutely do not think you're an idiot, my dear. Absolutely not.
So do you
The
think
contract.
I will?
I have a physical contract if you wish to view it.
You have to wait. We are talking with my terms right now. So listen.
Hey, there are no terms, there are no agreements at this point. I merely offer you an item that would help you.
Yes,
That is it. If you do not wish to accept it,
you have to listen. If you want me,
unfortunately, I do not have to listen. If you don't accept the terms of the contract, I can just leave.
if you want your master to come here and inhabit somebody for an hour, you need to give me my master so I can kill him.
Your master? And who, pray do tell, is your master?
I'm sure you know, because you are very clever and wise, and you know exactly my age, so you do know where my master is.
Do you wish to know the name of your master, do you?
No, I want him here so I can kill him.
But I cannot simply give you a name, my dear. You must understand that when dealing with a devil, there is always a two-way street, so to speak. I cannot simply give you information. You must give me something in return.
You, if you want your master to be here on this world for 1 hour, you have to give me my master to kill.
But this is a different contract, you must see. My master wants to walk among mortals, and his contract is that he will give you something to help you with these evil spirits. Right? That is the contract laid out to you. Now, you will have to bear with me whilst I...
You know what we can do?
Can I explain something to you? Really, before you do that, there are clauses and terms that can be changed in an infernal contract where we may make agreements here and now. We can cross something out and put something new in. It must be amended. It must be put in the clause. It must be... I'm trying to think of all the legal jargon I can, to be honest, off camera. There are many things that we can change on the physical contract. Would you like to see the contract as it stands? You don't have to sign it. It's not binding until you do. Would you like to see the physical contract? And then we can agree upon terms and make amendments at that point. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't mean I cannot reveal to you the name of your master if you do not know who they are.
I think I'm very clear what I want, and I can understand that a contract is a contract and it cannot be made straight away.
But
And
it
we
can
both-
be changed. The great thing about an
Wait,
infernal
yes,
contract,
let
it
me
can be
finish.
changed.
Oh my god, let me finish.
My
I have to
goodness
say
me.
that we both have an eternity in front of us, so I would suggest to go back to your master, create a new contract with what I need and what he needs, and then we can talk about it.
But unfortunately, the nature of this is if you would like to make amendments to the contract, you are free to do so, but we must do it in person. I cannot go away with terms and come back with terms. It's not how it works.
No, I'm saying that you should go back, talk to your master, create the new contract with the different terms, and then we can sit down and then
But unfortunately, I am empowered to act on my master's behalf to make amendments to the contract. You are welcome to view it and welcome to agree upon terms of it.
Yes, but
That
this
is fine.
contract does not include what I want.
Exactly,
to
and
write a new
that is fine.
contract.
And this, well, we are allowed to strike off elements and write on new elements. That is the joy of this contract. We can re-agree on terms. My master doesn't have to be involved. I am acting on full behalf of his power. It is entirely up to you. If you don't want to accept these terms, I can just go. But at the moment, we must agree on terms, unless you disagree entirely, and I will leave.
I think I need some time to think about it.
Would you like me to, at the very least, show the contract, and you can have a decision on what you want to do? Because DM really wants to go for a wee, and
Go for a wee while you're doing that, and then
you are more than welcome to view the contract. You can take as much time as you like viewing the contract. If you don't like it, fine. If you want to amend it, we can. And while we're doing that, I will send you the contract in your chat thing.
Do I know, so from the experience I've got, do I know if by accepting to check the contract, if this binds me?
No. You are not bound to any contracts until you agree to it.
So I know that, so I can
you would
actually
know
look
that.
the
Yeah,
contract.
you have. The devil is being the devil has to be entirely honest with you, and he is. He's saying you're not bound to it until you agree
Okay.
to it.
Give me the contract, and then
I'm gonna send you Baina.
I want also Rollo to be with me, so we can have a look together.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in the Facebook chat, because I really go for a wee. I'm gonna put it in the Facebook chat. Okay. The contract, so that you can see it. Good golly, I really need to go for a wee.
Go.
I know, right. Infernal Contract is in the Easy Rollers D&D Amion Facebook chat. Go have a look. You guys decide what to do. You guys haven't said anything, so go and do that, and I'll be 2 seconds, and we can talk about it.
I'm just gonna get a drink quickly.
bathroom break, but I posted a link to the Infernal contract for these guys to look over. I don't know what these guys' responses are actually to this devil appearing and offering a contract, but it's not, this devil has produced a contract. It's not binding until signed, and devilish contracts, fiendish contracts are amendable. They can be amended before they and the signee agree to it. It's not what's literally written. It can be changed, and there is a clause in there that says it can be changed. So what have you guys discerned from what you've got and what you want to do? And you don't have to agree. You can literally tell him to fuck off. If you now you've seen it, you can go, oh, fuck off, and he will fuck off.
Yeah, no, I'm just reading it.
Are you just reading it? Okay.
I'm just reading it, and I asked Rollo to read it with me.
Well, it's
I
not.
don't know if...
How do I do this for podcast? This is because it's not the most exciting thing to say. There's a devilish contract, and if you know devilish contracts, there are the main legal crap, and then there's small print and all that sort of stuff. It's up to Opal at this point, what she thinks. But the devil is standing by. He's willing to say, okay, accept it or don't accept it, and I'll go. And that's what he's happy to do. But
What do you think, Rollo?
I will. Well, if you're a podcast, well, you're gonna have to be, because I can't get the video to work for this. If you're a podcast listener or watching this / listening on YouTube, I will put this on our TikTok. So go and follow us, Easy Rollers D&D, on TikTok, and you will see an image of this. I will say I'll put it on Facebook and that, but no one obviously looks on Facebook anymore. But it's all there. It's all there. So, yeah.
I think we tell him to go away, politely enough. The Vader and the guys back at the Royal Farm are going to find the hunters. And
I
we've
know,
got to
I
find
don't
Jack.
I don't care about the hunters. I was thinking the thing, only if he offers me my master, only so if we change the what he gives us, instead of give us the protection of spirits, I want him to give me my master so I can kill him.
Can you beat your master now?
No.
No, then I think we can wait,
Yeah.
get stronger, and hunt him down ourselves. We don't need
Okay.
this idiot.
Yeah. I don't want to go into a contract with them. It's against. I'm already a monster. I don't need to be another one.
And I'm pretty sure these devil guys their masters can possess you for more than a minute, even if you agree to it.
Yeah. I don't think he will stay just for 10 minutes. Or if he stays just for 10 minutes, it will be to maybe do a wish or something.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We do a lot more damage in 10 minutes than we can.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
No,
I don't
not
think
keen.
I will. So I turn to him. I give back the contract. Thank you for considering me for your contract, but I don't think I would like to go into contract with your master. He will need to find somebody else to do it.
My dear. He takes a very deep bow before you. I thank you from the deepest pits of what would have been my heart. You freed me from that accursed stuff. I just wished we could have done further business.
I'm sure we will meet again someday.
Oh. Well, now you've said that, I'm sure we can make it so. But for now, thank you. Thank you very much. And again, he bows deeply. And as quickly as appeared, he disappears.
Right, we really need to get in contact with this council of dragons. We need to figure out how to do.
We're thinking
Yes, I'm
dragon-
sorry. I did not expect that. I was just wanted to pay some tribute to uh, Melora.
Melora?
Did I say it
Laura.
correctly? What did I say?
Elora.
I'm so
Elora.
sorry, guys. I need to start writing down. Okay, I'll write down.
It's like a Lohab,
Melora
Laura.
was your goddess in Baba.
That's why I'm
Just because
confused.
Keenan's come back doesn't mean you can go reverting back to
That's
Baba.
why, because it's a similar. That's why I'm keep thinking Melora. Yeah.
Right, what are you gonna do? You got some candles. You got a bowl of water. It has returned
Perfect.
to water.
Okay. I think we do the candles again
Yep.
and send out a message for. Not. I'm going to portray the thoughts of Alora's friends.
Oh, okay. So light the candles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
Oof. 19.
Awesome. Now roll me a. Well, I have a D3. Do you have a D3?
No, it's not even
possibly
done D and
not.
Beyond.
Possibly not. Do me a D4, please. 1 is a null result.
3.
3, yeah?
Hmm.
You light the candles and you hover above the bowl. And it's actually fitting that you did this one. Especially if your background. You hold your hands above the bowl, you close your eyes. Your mind is cast back to Loch Arion in Grizz. A hilly, craggy, moorlands type place with forests. But it's cold, it's damp, it's wet, it's, you know, it's misty. The people are tough, rugged. They wear, you know, hardy leathers and sheepskins, for example. But above them soars a green dragon. Not an evil green dragon, but a benevolent one. Is it benevolent or malevolent?
Yeah, Benevolent's a good one.
Benevolent. And it soars above and watches over them. Then maybe it catches a seabird out the air and eats it. And they have a special pen where there are sheep or cows that are there for the dragon to eat. And it lands and it takes it. And it protects Loch Arion. It protects the city of Grizz. Your home, Rolio.
Mm.
And this dragon, when it lands, takes the form similar to Allura of a human. Well, Allura took the form of an elf, sorry. This takes the form of a human, so it fits in better. And its name is Rondiff. And you see in your mind's eye someone trying to contact it psychically, and it you see it return to like its hut. And these aren't peasants' huts, they're very well built. They're like yurts almost. And she sits. And she says, "Hello? Who is this reaching out to me?"
My name's Relio. We're friends with Alora.
Elora? Oh, it's been a long time since I've heard from her.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not good news here. Unfortunately, Alora's has fell to an ill fate.
Fell to an ill fate? What do you mean?
She has unfortunately passed away, and we believe foul play was at hand, and we're looking into it. And we thought that we should, me and my colleagues thought we should reach into
This is where
her
you
friend, her
hear.
dragon.
This is where you hear like a draconic almost. She's sad. She's mournful of that news, but there's a rage. She fell. You're looking into it. What happened to her?
We believe she was poisoned.
Poisoned?
Yes,
By who? You?
definitely not us. We wouldn't be contacting you if it was us. We thought it was the right thing to do to find Alora's friends and possibly give the news to you,
Yes.
sympathies, and tell you that we are going to figure this out and find the culprits.
I agree, you're right to tell us. And she sighs and... I am sorry. News of the passing of one of the ancient ones is not to be taken lightly.
No, understood completely.
And then you hear a sniffle. All right.
Do you think of anyone who might have wanted to do her harm?
Next question.
Unfortunately, this is a one-on-one. You can
Well,
ask.
I'll repeat.
You can
All
refer that to
right.
Rodeo. You can refer that to Rodeo.
I'll repeat the question. Is there anyone you could think of that would want to harm her for political reasons or
No,
anything more malevolent?
No, At this moment, I don't know. I could have been. Well, who would want to kill a dragon? Why? We're not out to cause any harm. We are great protectors of this world, and no, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I don't know. How can I find you? Maybe I must inform the others, but maybe there is a way I can find you in a week or so, and we can talk further on this. How's that sound?
Yeah, if there's a way to contact us, we are going to be on the road there on our mission to find out.
And where is it you're going?
We're heading to Port 3 next, but I doubt we'll be there long enough.
Porthbury. Well, I know Porthbury a bit.
Or we could come to you after we find out what we've got.
You're going to come to me in a week? Where are you now?
A bit dubious to say. We're currently at one they feel, I believe, the Dragon Shrine.
The Dragon Shrine?
Yes.
Well, if you're there, then situations must be dire. Because that is how... Laura would contract us. Well, you're going to Porthbury, you say?
Yes.
What if I met you in Porthbury and how about this? We meet at the top of the hill in 5 days. Oh, no. That won't do. You're at the Dragon Shrine. 3 weeks from now, we meet at the keep
On top of the hill. The keep.
in Porthbury. How's that? But,
Absolutely.
well, it's up to you. You might wish to inform them that I'm coming. Dragons approaching cities can often be a little bit disconcerting.
Can you not transform before reaching? And travel the rest of the way?
Good heavens, no. I come in my true form.
Okay.
As would Alora.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I can make arrangements. That's fine.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I believe today is a Thursday.
It is. Yes.
3 weeks today.
3 weeks.
In
We'll
game,
see that.
in game time,
game,
not in
yeah.
actual hour time playing, because it won't work.
Yeah, we'll see you there. And we'll get as much information as we can from you.
I look forward to it. And connection fades.
Right, guys, we need to get to Porthbury as quickly as possible. We've got a meeting with a dragon called Rondif.
What happened? Where did you see it? Dragon?
I saw my hometown, which is quite interesting. And it was a green dragon, but I got a good feeling from her. And she wants to meet us in regards to Laura at Porthbury. But we need to get some more information.
You would know, as it was your hometown, there was a green dragon that resided on the local council.
Mm.
You would know, well, no, you would know that it was a dragon. You would know.
Yeah.
They tend to be fairly secretive in the fact that they would turn into humanoids. But I think in your neck of the woods, where it's far away from like regular civilization, where it's a bit more out in the sticks,
Yeah.
you would know she was a dragon. You would know absolutely. But like for these guys of Alora, absolutely not, because she was trying to conceal herself.
Right. Okay,
So,
that makes
but
sense.
you would know that. That
I
was
know there was a dragon, but I wouldn't know her. But yeah. So, I believe it is a dragon from my hometown. Again,
Okay.
they're political, so we need to meet her there. At the top of the hill, at the keep. In 3
Fair.
weeks.
It's 3 weeks.
Yes, we pretty much gotta leave yesterday. Does anyone know how we actually get back?
Well, if you took notes last time, you would know how to get back.
This is
So we can
teleport.
find the. How did we go there?
So, for your benefit, they had a
I
teleportation.
think I know.
Hang on. For your benefit, Bainer, they teleported from Alora's teleportation circle to the Dragon Shrine
Same. Okay.
using a particular word, and they were told that they could use the same word to get back.
Just say the word.
It was, yeah, got all memorized. It.
Well, anyone present last time may interject and jump in with.
I didn't write down the word.
Killer beans.
I'm pretty sure it was something. No, after the apple was the Enoch guy. I'm pretty sure I remember Guttle doing a roll, and he memorized the circle and the spell from
There's
Ellora's dead body.
You can't memorise the spell.
Is it like an incantation? Like it's an order of doing things in a circle.
Hey, if you didn't write it down, that's your memory.
I don't think you said it. I think
Oh, I said it. I said it
she
several
acted
times.
it out or something, and
No,
and I had to roll
no,
to
no.
memorize it.
I
and then roll to recall it.
I said it several times. The word.
Warded a proctor.
Is it what?
No, it's not warded a proctor. Ignore me.
Say it, because it might have been.
I've got written down just randomly portal hyphen warded a proctor.
No, it's not that.
No.
Hey, if you don't remember, you're hiking out. Guess Boehner's doing that deal with the devil after all.
It's okay, we can kill them all.
Sounds like the most evil game of Pokemon ever.
Yeah, I genuinely do like that. Hands up. Why have I got portal warded protected? Oh, portal is warded and protected.
It definitely is.
I just randomly hoggle snort. My nose suck.
Well,
Maybe that's it.
I generally might go back and listen to all the the podcasts and start my notes again.
If you don't genuinely, if you haven't got it written down, I don't want to be a dick. I'm not giving it to you. You. This was a fairly important piece of the puzzle.
Yes.
That's alright, we can walk.
If you want to walk out of this warded area, which you have no idea how far it is to the border of the forest, or even what direction, you are at severe jeopardy. And
I do a history check to see if I can remember, even though I haven't written it down.
At
from the
disadvantage. And I'm only going to give this a Gottle. Like, literally, there's one chance at this.
Okay, can I give myself bardic inspiration?
No. This is
That's
straight.
hard.
Oh, well, I mean, if you don't write these things down,
Well, the number of stuff you got right.
Shut up.
I will do that again for my history. Yeah, I don't remember. It was a good idea, though.
It was a very good idea.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
tried.
go on, Chuck Bardic on the top. Go on, then. Why not?
No, there's no point.
Really? Is that bad?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh,
With
crap.
disadvantage, it's terrible.
All right. Well, you got two options. You're slogging it, or Opal makes a deal with the devil. Seriously, no one wrote this down. I said it. I said it so many times.
Wait, where's the podcast?
It won't make any difference for you because you weren't there.
Yeah, but they always type it to the other guys.
Yeah, but no,
To
no,
be fair,
that's
Mike, there are
cheating.
players who forget how many opponents they've got in combat.
Hmm.
So, not writing down a word. Yeah, fair dues. Fair cop guff.
Do you have any
Don't start.
spells, guys? Do you have any spells to remind you?
I've done my bit. I can't do anything else other than try and remember. Because I don't remember. And I've been through the notes I've written down and I didn't write the word down. Well, not in that pad anyway.
I don't know if Dan and James have gone to sleep or actually deep in study.
I think they're studying. Do you have any abilities or something to remind you, like in divine
No.
inspiration or something?
You
No, I'm a joke telling bard. I
No,
can
in
tell you
general,
jokes. But
all of them.
you weren't even there as a player.
I know, but
You could make a check at disadvantage if you want to do a history check at disadvantage, and not history, knowledge.
who?
You
Why? I wasn't there.
as a physical player, but you went with them.
Oh yes, of course, yeah.
But you might have got a wind of it.
What do you
A
mean?
alibi.
Who said that?
Um.
Brennan grabs you all, hugs you in tight. Hey, enemy! As the ground lights up, you're all transported back.
This is why we record
To the
sessions.
diagonal.
Oh, you cheeky bastard! You are transported back to Orifon into Alora's personal tent, effectively. This is why I keep telling you. This is why I make the podcast, so you can go back and listen to the notes. So yeah, I would take it as a genuine thing. But yeah, you're back in Alora's personal tent.
Yeah, I think we need to get the horse and cart and get back to Bree.
Yeah.
We don't
Is
want the
there
dragon
anyone
turning up
here
there.
There's no one here of magical powers that could bump us there in a quicker way.
Not at this level, mate.
You are absolutely in the best place for magical. But Orifon, if you go out of Orifon, magic is absolutely prohibited. This is the best place that you have.
Right, I'm gonna go look for Vader then.
Yeah, it's probably the best bet.
Yeah.
He should be
Well,
in Circle of Shepherd, I think.
Phalar is not where you left him. You might be interested to hear.
Circle of the Land.
Nope, he's not there.
Oh.
He's actually at a tavern called the Acorn. So you ask around at the Circle of Land, and they go, "Oh yeah, I think I saw him at the Acorn." And they point in the right direction. It's a tavern that sits high up in an oak tree. It's accessed by one of these branches that takes you up. So you go to the base, and when the branch magically comes down, it scoops you up. And when you get there, you're led onto like a platform, like a balcony, where all the branches and that have all matted together to make this like decking sort of area. And people are sat enjoying food and drink. And there's a large opening in the trunk where people are enjoying some indoor sitting as well, with some lovely views. It's run by a half-elf man called Tuvon, and yeah, that's where he is. He's just sat outside on the decking, tucking in some food.
I'm gonna go sit next to him.
Yeah.
Is this the guy, the guy that sells magic items?
No. He is currently the leader of Orifon.
Well, not elected yet.
Not elected yet. Possible new leader of
It's
Orifon.
it's just a formality.
Opal is coming with you.
Right. Vader, give a quick bow. We're heading back to Orifon now. We got in contact with one of the dragons. Weirdly enough, it was one that was quite close to my hometown. I'll go in. A dragon called Rondith. We're going to go meet her in 3 weeks, so we need to leave now. We're just wondering if there's any way you can help us get there expeditiously.
He looks at you and he nods and you had excellent. You had success at the Dragon Shrine. It was absolutely brilliant. I have no magical means of getting you there quickly. Magics outside of the city are, well, as you probably know, well restricted. To my knowledge, there are no quick means of transporting you from here to there.
Right.
I'm afraid it might be horse and cart for you, my lad, and your companions. But you at least made contact with the Dragon Council, yes?
I'm not 100% sure if it was Dragon Council. I didn't actually ask that.
Well,
But she was part of the council at my...
she knew of Alora.
Yes.
There are very few dragons left on this world. The rest reside in the Fae, so it's almost a certainty.
Okay.
And they wish to meet with you. What do they want to discuss?
Alora, what's going on? We're going to do, obviously, as we said to you, find our findings in Orifan. Not Orifan, Porbury. See what we can find out there. We can act this dragon on the side as well.
3 weeks.
Yes.
It's a 2-week ride to Porbury.
If we can have a horse each and leave our cart here for now, it'd be quicker.
I would ask you just hold off for one moment. Perhaps I could come with you and talk to this dragon.
Do you think that's wise with the election coming up? Because you'll be
Well,
away a month.
such an election, it's just... The seat is almost guaranteed. I as spoken about before, yes, I should probably take it up to flesh out whoever has plotted and see what comes out this end. It's a tough. I want to be there.
With all due respect, so that it'll probably raise more alarms you turning up with us than us turning up without you.
Very well. Very well. Go ahead. I will muster my fastest horses for you to make it there ahead of time. Make sure that no ill can happen. One dragon has already been murdered. We cannot afford for another to fall.
No. Be very careful.
If all is as you say it is, the council are understanding, but obviously in mourning. Just make sure that nothing else can happen.
Yes. We'll be on there. Be our guard. No.
Then go now, with
Yes.
all haste. Whatever provisions you need, Bear will provide them. Go now.
We'll head off.
And we will presume that you, unless you want to roleplay it out, provisions are provided.
I've still got like 4 cans of stew on.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's anything that you will automatically say that any provisions you need are topped up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with just automating it.
How much of a hurry are you to get away from this conversation?
Well, he told us to go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, absolutely. But how much of a hurry are you?
I would be a little bit in a rush to go because of the timeline on it.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Passive 19. What do you want to roll?
That'd be a dirty 20.
Opal is playing with the butterflies.
I've got something in my eye.
The ice is still moving. uh, 6.
Gossel, you notice a few armed people rushing to Phalar as you leave. You can act on it as you wish.
Are they looking nasty or?
They look concerned.
Right, well, I'm going to go up to Phalar and check him out and say, hang on a minute, lads. And lasses.
Anil, you were going to... Fine. And he dismisses the others and he says... He'll sort of usher you to come in closer. Rose has gone missing. Now, how this has happened is an utter mystery.
I did say to keep a very good eye on her.
She, like yourselves, was under a house arrest, let's say. And she's gone missing.
Do you know when?
Sometime between... when was the interrogation with you guys? It was in the evening, wasn't it? Sometime between last night and today.
You could be hundreds of miles away.
Don't know. But this is our concern. You must get to Porthbury.
Was there anything left at the scene of where Rose was disappeared from, you know? Have you actually had a look over it and made sure that there's nothing left behind?
These men have told me that the premises looks, inverted commas, clean. I don't know. I haven't. This is the first I've heard of it. I haven't been there myself, but they said there was no evidence of foul play or secret doors or anything like that.
Right.
Right.
Radio's visibly annoyed and he just walks away.
How many gates, how many entrances to the place are there, or far?
Infinite. You could go in any direction out of the city. If you've got
Yes, but is the city not... I mean, I didn't notice when I came in. I was a bit bladdered, you know. But is the city not walled?
No. The city is
Well,
defended.
that's a bit shit, isn't it? I mean, Jesus, anyone could be wandering in and out at any time of night.
No. The city backs on to the Jade Mountains and is surrounded on all other fronts by a forest, defended by a forest spirit. Surely you know of Offenor, you came in here.
I told you, I was absolutely off my tits on Binnis.
Well, whatever the case may be, we don't have any need for guards or walls. It's just...
Is it worth checking with this forest spirit whether they saw her departing and in which direction?
Yes, not a bad idea. Bear with me. And he gets up off of his seat and he sits cross-legged on the floor. Well, on the deck of this bow. And he places hands on it and he closes his eyes. He asks her some words. And a good few minutes part, potentially 10. And he says, "Ah, she had some ability beyond what we knew." He nods. "Yes. I don't know where she got it from, but somebody provided her with a scroll. She is not, I don't think, magical herself, but some part she must have. Damn it. Damn it all. Wait. She used a spell called Tree Strider. She left her home. It was a scroll given to her. She left to another, or leapt to another tree. Like a misty step. Damn it. There was someone who planted something there. A horse and cart. She left cloaked. But having since done what she had done, Offnoy made short work of her. You'll find her body a day outside of the city, on the road south towards Portbury. That's where she lies, and I'm sure people will find her before then.
Right. We gotta go.
He
Are we
breaks
going
what?
straight to... Do we not wish to check the body?
You're saying this, and he breaks the connection. And did you have the information you wished?
Yes.
Excellent.
Wait, do you not know what Afanoy told you?
I remember parts, but I don't remember it like a flowing conversation. Spirit flows through me, in a way.
Afanoid. Rose.
Okay, well,
Body's a day south from here. We'll see if we can see it on the way through.
then I suggest urgency. Go now.
Yes. I'm gone.
And I got away with it too for one of these dang kids. So what's the plan?
We're heading south to Portbury.
You're going to Portbury. Cool. They do provide you with some horses. She was a day south, so that would be a hex square on the map. Setting out. We didn't put a time to it, but let's call it what? Late morning, so days worth of travel. Call it 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. How's that sound?
We'll find the body.
Well, give me an investigation roll.
All of us?
Yeah, group investigation.
Ooh.
You
Is that
broke
one or 20?
broke up again, Baina.
8 from me.
11 from me.
16 from Gottel.
21.
Brought the non-alcoholic Bennett by mistake.
Well, I think 2 out of 2 is pretty good. Maybe you bring out the torches. Brennan lights something up instinctively. I don't know, but you investigate the road, and you find that there are signs that a horse took off and it was dragging a cart. And some sort of checking around the bushes, you find the body of Rose. And she's, clearly a victim of falling from a horse. We're talking about times where there were no helmets or anything else like that. She's fallen a distance and landed, and she's been killed by this unfortunate accident.
Yeah, I'm gonna raid her pockets. Or bag or whatever she's gone.
There's no satchel or nothing like that, but she does have some pockets.
Yeah, I'll give them a go. See what I find.
There is 5 gold. I'll wait for you to write it down because no.
Oh, well, it's got to be. Yeah. 5 gold. Done.
5 gold and a herbalism kit, and that's it.
Well. Okay.
She's...
But it's like obvious she got took out by Offenoid.
Yeah, it's there was clearly some sort of fight that went on, and the injuries are. When you sort of look over a body, the injuries are magical in nature, almost. Well, yeah, magical, but I'm trying to think of spiritual. No. Call it magical. In nature, but you can clearly tell she was attacked by some kind of like spectre.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like a plank ghost.
Yeah, like Plank Ghost.
Absolutely.
She just
Fine,
didn't
I'm
make
just
it.
going to leave it
forest.
there to rot.
Yeah, if you want to. You're on the side of the road, so I mean, like any passers by that might see you might be like, "What are you doing with that body?"
Then push it into the hedgerow.
Hey, I tell you what, let's just see. Does anyone pass by? You start to get the hearing of horse and cart coming your way, and you have a body. This is the group. You can all decide what you want to do with this, by the way.
I'll flag it down.
Okay, so there's a body.
Yep.
You're going to flag down the incoming wagon.
Yep.
Trader person. All right.
It's because it's going to be obvious that she's not just died. I mean, it's been a while. She's been out in the dark.
Okay, so it's very late evening. It's pretty well dark. You've probably got lanterns or something lit. And Brennan flags down this wagon, and this half orc driving the cart with some wares pulls up. What's going on? What do you want?
Are you heading into Orofan?
Well, obviously, because that's where this road goes.
Well, I didn't know which way you were pointing. It's dark.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Yes, I'm heading towards Orofan. Yes.
Well, thank you very much for that. I wonder, could you do us a favour?
Oh, yes.
Well, we found this by the side of the road. Could you take it to our farm
And what is
for
this?
the attention of the council?
What is this? He's looking over, trying to see what this is.
This is the unfortunate cadaver of a escaped convict of Orofan.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Rolling.
Rawhide.
Rolling.
Keep them doggies rolling. Rawhide.
Oh my god, really?
Is
Roll
it still
eight.
go? Oh my! Just roll an actual dice, man.
Let's see. It landed on a 6. Do I have this? 7.
7. Right. Okay. Well, I rolled a 19 with an actual dice, just to be sure, you know. I try to keep my nose clean. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. No, I don't want to help you. And he sort of whoosh, and leaves you.
Before you go, though, perhaps a word with our friend Opal here might persuade you otherwise.
He
Scares the shit out of him.
whoa, and he, who is this friend of yours? What could they possibly offer me more?
A bite to eat, Opal?
I think Opal's gone on strike.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm half asleep.
Pick the orc, get him.
Well, we're nearly at the end.
I'm so
might need
sorry.
your-
I'm trying to keep my eyes open.
We got you a meal, Opal. Go get it.
Or at least some
Are
Are you
intimidation.
saying this in the open?
No.
Well, give me a
What
stealth
way-
roll then.
What did you say?
The orc merchant. He's going to go run away and tell on us. So
Well, no,
you-
he's. Wait, who said he's going to do that? Just give me a stealth roll, because you said a meal.
Shuffle. A meal.
Oh,
I was implying that maybe Opal could intimidate rather than persuade, but if we want to eat him, that
Well,
works.
well, Rodeo's shouting about meals.
yeah. Because she feels as if her energy is a bit low, and
God, we
that's
haven't done
why.
it. Yeah, we haven't done a meal roll in a while. Right. Anyway, what's Rodeo rolled?
12.
12. Does he hear you?
Yeah, I think she wants
He
to
fucking does hear you. You hear whoosh, whoosh, whoosh
No,
on the
no, no.
reins as this wagon just
Wait.
goes woof, off it goes.
Well, I think we could
You
probably
always
handle
give a
that.
reaction to things.
You can make a reaction to that if you want to. What's
yeah,
your reaction?
I'm jumping on him.
You're chomping on it. Well, you can't just chomp on
Jump.
him.
Jumping.
Well, you can try. He rolled a 20 on reaction to listening to Rodeo shouting about chomping on him.
What do I roll?
Athletics.
Acrobatics. Okay. Acrobatics.
You do have to beat a nat 20.
Okay.
Which was his reaction to Rodeo.
Now it's 9.
9.
Yeah, so all at once he
Nine.
hears this guy hears Rodeo going, there might be a meal in it for you. And he goes, fuck this, boom, 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 on the reins, and he's gone. He's booked it. It's the middle of the night. It's the middle of the night going on for. It's also 5 to 11, so we need to wrap it up soon.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna shout after him. We're only on about a sandwich.
Would you like to make camp, or are you going to? I think you
We can
had.
make-
Did we say you had horses?
Yeah, we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you making camp for the night before you press on?
I think we should make camp while we still got protection
Yeah.
at Offenloy.
Hmm,
Cool.
good point.
You make camp. Maybe you cook a meal. For Brennan and Gossel, well, Gossel doesn't sleep. Gossel, you don't sense anything. You don't have any ill feeling. Brennan, you have a peaceful sleep. For Rolio and for Opal, your dreams are almost, and we'll discuss this next time, your dreams are almost interlinked on this one.
What are we dreaming?
Your willingness to harm someone within the forest, Offenloy does not at all appreciate.
Sorry, I didn't understand that. What do you mean?
You are within the forest of Orifan,
Yeah.
protected by Offenloy, and you
Yeah.
had intentions to harm someone.
Yes, but he needs to. In my dream, I'm trying to
Well,
negotiate, saying that I am a creature of. I
Yeah.
need things like that, so I'm trying not to harm,
But
but at the same
dreams-
time, I'm hungry.
Dreams don't work that way. It's not something that you have control over.
Well, it depends. I do.
Do you though? I don't think
real
so.
life, yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
well, you don't. Let's put it that way. You both have a sense that Offenloy did not appreciate that altercation. Altercation? You're both on a you get the impression you're both on a last warning. And as we didn't roll it at the start, I'm going to do it for Opal right now. For Rolio, it's kind of a dream of like, oh Christ, I'm in trouble now. Like my captain isn't happy with me and I'm going to be having to do extra deck scrubbing duties.
Yep.
For Opal, it's more like, oh shit, Offenloy's really pissed off at me. But then the red mist descends and it's just that. Oh, how tasty would that prize be?
But I'm hungry.
I am hungry. Oh, I know we missed out on Rose, but that trader that went by. Oh, the next one I see might not be quite so lucky. As a rage, a bloodlust fills your body, your bones, your mind. You need to eat. And you need to eat soon. And with that, we will leave it for this evening. And we'll see you very soon for episode 14. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.